You all ready now?
Huh?
Well. Hi, my babies. How y'all doing? You see, Mother's been a little bit sicky here. I'm telling you, ever since that November, I've been sick as a dog. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to be with you and sharing your joy, your Christmas, or the Happy New Year's and all that. I missed all of that. I missed everybody. But I'm going to tell you, I was sick as a dog. Every time I thought I had whipped Fluey Louie, here come Fluey Louie with a punch board and knocked me back out again. I'm telling you, made me feel like I was something wrong somewhere. So I went to the hospital. I looked, they had snatched my ass on up and had me in a room before you could blink your eye. Well, they were sticking me with this and sticking me with that. Let me tell you something. The last time I was in a hospital when I had a baby, and that was 30 years ago, they couldn't believe it. Yo, you ain't been in the hospital in 30 years? Nope. I ain't been there because to take care of that body will take care of you. And that's what I've been trying to do, and I'm telling you and anybody else that's out here who is a senior or who's on their way of being senior, you young people, get your shots. Get it done. It's not that bad. It's only like a little prick. And you're not going to feel it that long. And then had the nerve. Guess who else visited me while I was a shingle wingle? You hear them people talk about shingles? Let me tell you. He had the audacity to come visit me. Still clinging on a little bit there. But ain't where nobody could be hurt with it or catch it or anything like that. But I'm going to tell you, it's a mess. Be a piece of raw meat, hurting and itching and this and that, and go when it feel like it. Not when you want it to. I'm telling you, it just puts you in a thing. Well, anyway, that's enough about me. I mean, know about my babies and how everybody been doing. Tell me about yourself.
This one says, I'm sending all my love to you. Get well soon. Your actions make me feel sad. I see you feeling better. Get well soon. Because you are missed by so many. My name is... Oh, I thought she was writing a letter, but she was just saying, sending her condolences. She said, my name is Crystal. I'm 31. I live in Brooklyn. I'm from Trinidad. When they're visiting, when her people come from visit, she shared the videos. So she said, just take care. I thought this was a letter.
Okay.
Well, it was a letter. I thought it was a question.
I thank you.
And this one says, I'm glad to know you're recovering from being sick. I have been praying for you. I would like to remain anonymous. I'm 21 years old, and most of my life I've dealt with self-esteem issues and depression. I started doing an online dating thing and met several of my exes actually through this type of outlet. This one guy hit me up really politely around November. Because of the approach, we exchanged numbers. We got to know one another a little better. He lives up north and I'm in the south. One thing that definitely began to sit heavy on my mind was the fact that he was in a gang. I started to ignore him because this is not my particular favorite cup of tea. He constantly sent text messages, and I would try to be as vague as possible. He was taking the hits. Even in the month of December, I began talking to another guy who I am now spending lots of time with. We will eventually be together. It's looking like, oh my God, this is so long. This is too long, Mom.
Come on now, go ahead, you start.
Mom, this is like 5 minutes. Come on. All right, I'm going to keep reading it. Listen, y'all. Write 2 paragraphs, not stories, short stories. This is too long.
She just got over enthused, that's all. Go ahead, baby.
I'm going to keep going. She said, but I was ignoring him, but finally responded to a message. He then lashed out on me one day in particular and said I was a crazy bitch. No wonder why your exes left you and you don't lead people on like that. And goodbye. That didn't sit well with me. So I asked why he had to call me a bitch. Oh my goodness. He responded with, "Don't act like you don't know why I'm mad, bitch. All I'm saying is remember me." And I asked what he meant, and he responded with nothing. "I just thought you liked me." Those words didn't sit. Those words didn't sit with me in a very easy manner. I was scared, and I was recalling. I actually gave him my last name, not through text, but over the phone. But there's a chance he can remember it and look me up if he wanted. I Googled myself, and lo and behold, my phone number and address were in the white pages. I called. White pages won't remove my personal information. I called my male interest, and we talked about it. My love interest told me to block his number and forget about him because he lives in another state, and don't worry about it. I was terrified. I was terrified at the thought of someone possibly being able to find me. I then contacted the crazy guy and came up with some health excuse as to why I was ignoring him, and he bored and calmed down. But it's depressing me that I have to keep in contact with him. I went to my best friend's house and we did a Google and Facebook search on a crazy guy. He himself is a liar. He has tons of pictures of guns and money, which aren't his after research. So it put me at ease that he might just be an internet thug trying to control and intimidate females online. It made us believe he wasn't involved with the game. He also created fake female profiles on Facebook and was talking to himself. I still, for some reason, am terrified. I'm a college student. I have a lot to accomplish in life, a lot to see and do. I don't want to be connected to this guy, but I feel like if I ignore him again, he might get crazy. My love interest thinks I already blocked him, and we're trying to get serious. I hate lying about this, and I am scared I may die or something. I can't eat or sleep. I cry every day because I just want him to leave me alone, and I don't know what to do.
Well, let's put it like this. If he wanted to do something to you, baby, you would have done it by now. You wouldn't be texting me about what happened or anything. This has been quite a little while ago. And like I said, if he wanted to hurt you, he would. He's not interested in hurting you. He just got his feelings hurt, that's all. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's what you do. Or it's how you do things that get people upset. You know, he might have been wanting to come out of that gang thing, you know, maybe. Maybe he figured, you know, hey, somebody's interested for me to be just me and not to be affiliated with somebody else, you know. But just go ahead and live your life the way you want to live it and be happy. And just leave it alone. If you don't text him, he ain't got to text you. Just leave it be. Just let it lie. Put it in God's hands. And you'll be all right. You're not going to die. You'll be okay. Let me know how you do now.
Alright, this one came at the around the holiday time, but we're still going to answer it. It says, I need some help and advice. I find myself sad and depressed during the holidays. I miss my family that passed away so much that I barely get through them. I'm always relieved once they are finally over. Do you have any advice to get me through these difficult times?
Well, I started getting sick over the holidays. You know, my mother, she died years ago, but she died like the day after Christmas. And within time, you do forget some of that pain and that sting. It's a hurting and painful thing. But you know, nobody lasts forever. Even I'm not going to last forever. You're not going to last forever. Nobody's going to last forever. You know, and it's a time and place for all of us. You know, so the best thing I could tell you to do is keep on living for those who are here. And the memories, and have a good time. You know, God gives us our memories so that it can take us back from time to time to little things that we might have done with that person, or places we might have went with them, you know, or things they might have said to us and we might have said back to them, little laughs and things. Or sometimes I always like to think about my cousin. We used to always go out. I used to go over her house and do little things with her and everything. We were very, very close. And all people always thought we were sisters. But, you know, we were cousins, but they all, like I said, they thought we were sisters. And we did a lot of things together. And I miss her tremendously because I could say anything I wanted to say to her. And she could tell me whatever she wanted to tell me and wouldn't hear it from nobody. You know, what went down was between me and her. You know, go places and do things, you know. And it was just somebody could have confidence. You just can't tell everybody your private thoughts and things or how you feel all the time. Because some people have big mouths. And they want to make something out of nothing, you know, but just go ahead, put your faith in God, try to help other people. When you take your mind off of you and think about other people, helping them out, fixing them, maybe somebody a basket or giving a child or somebody something that you know they wouldn't have normally, and trying to make them happy, get that family happy, instead of, you know, just think about how unhappy you are. Life is not here just for us to think about ourselves. It's for us to think about other people and to make it happen for other people. Jesus made it happen for other people. He's still making it happen for other people. My kids come to me and say, oh, I don't believe in Santa Claus. I say, oh, no, don't say that. There ain't no such thing as no Santa Claus. Oh, yes, there is, too. There is such thing as a Santa Claus. Because as magically as it becomes, that man in that red suit, someday you look in that mirror and that man in that red suit becomes you. Or you become that lady in that red suit with the white hair and everything. And you make it happen. You make magic. Oh, that's the best thing in the world. You make magic for somebody else. Somebody who don't have that magic. Somebody who's never known the magic. My mother used to make the magic for me. And that's why I enjoyed transforming my house and making magic for my grandkids, for my children, and hope someday they will do the same thing for theirs. So don't stop worrying about yourself and make the magic for somebody else. Anytime. Anytime. It don't have to be Christmas, it have to be Easter, it have to be... Make the magic. Because we all need it at one time or another. Okay, baby, let me know what happened.
This one says, I am from Holland. I would like to know how can I forgive my mother because she is from Nigeria and I was brought up in Europe. But the mother and daughter bond that I would like to have isn't there because every time I tell her my secrets and the happiness and joy, she intends to use that when we are exchanging. Get off that phone! When we are exchanging words. She doesn't trust me when I'm not a student. But right now, because I'm in England in a university, she thinks I have forgiven her. But in my heart, I'm not ready because I don't trust her. Please, how can I forgive somebody that keep hurting me? I've even been praying about it. Thank you.
Well, for one thing, you have to tell them. You know, sometimes we try to get along with people by not saying how we truly feel inside. And it just don't work. No matter what you do, you still smell shit. Where you go, how you turn it upside down, inside and out, it still come out the same old way. But sometimes you have to tell things like it is. You know, I used to always say nice, nasty. You say things a nice way, but nasty. Let them know I mean what I say. And this is how I feel. I love you, but this is why I don't love you too. Because of. You know, and once you get that off your chest, I guarantee you will feel 100% better. You know, instead of sneaking and hiding with words and this and that, and you be so hurt up inside. You know, go ahead and live your life and be happy. You're a little young thing. You're just starting out. You know, don't let the whole what's happened in the past pull you down and drag you down, because you know what? God's got a lot of things in store for you. He got a lot of happiness in store for you. You still here. And there's a lot of people that didn't wake up this morning. A lot of people, every time you hear, each day you hear, is a day that you could say, forgive me, Lord. Or I'm sorry for something I did, or I said, or I didn't say, or I didn't do. Forgive me. And you ask people forgiveness, and you go ahead on. Go on and live your life. You know, tell your mama what you got to tell her. And if she doesn't resolve it after that, she keep on doing the same thing, just leave it be. Just let it be. And then whatever will happen after that will happen. But don't sit there and just will your life away over it, because it ain't worth it. You know, there's a whole lot of things we would like to have in life, you know, but it just don't seem to work out that way for us sometimes. So don't worry about it. You go on and be happy. As the man said, be happy.
This one says, I'm a 44-year-old living with lupus, and I have accepted my situation. It has been 4 years now. I have lost all the family that ever really truly loved me for me. But my family that is still here no matter what it, oh, you gonna keep coming from person to person?
Hey, you farted too.
You can't?
Yeah, old hussy.
It says, but my family that is still here no matter what, it's the same. Ooh, she do stink.
Ooh, didn't she fart? I tell you. Oh, hussy.
But my family that is still here no matter what is the same shit. Talk behind your back, trying to get your money, and just a nightmare to be around. The biggest problem is I am a bold person when speaking, and that just makes them dislike me even more. So as hard as it was, I decided a couple years ago to cut them off speaking and just loving them from a distance. This still doesn't work, so to speak, they still try to attack via Facebook text message. I also decided to have my lawyer have legal papers drawn up for me. I do not want them near me when I'm in the hospital. In the event of my death, I don't want them at my funeral. I also have set it up so that they are not allowed in my home or any of my personal things. Nothing. I feel it is the best decision to protect myself and my wishes and my daughter, whom is 20. I have prayed on this, and it's coming back the same way. It's my life. I have prayed on it. It's coming back the same way. It's my life. So for your opinion, am I a horrible person for protecting me and mine? Because they think I am. Okay, yeah, because they think I am. And it says, I'm your #1 fan and your opinion is greatly appreciated.
Well, the best thing you can't do about too much about anything after you dead and gone. But the best thing I could tell you to do if you feel that harsh about it, to leave it alone, that's all. You ain't got to push your question. What they write on Facebook, this book or that book or whatever. Just leave it alone. You know, people kill me when they sit there and they listen to conversation people got to say about it. For what? What the hell are you sitting up there listening to somebody run you down for? All you got to do is say click. All you got to do is just turn it off. You don't have to sit there and go down, down, down to the ground underneath it. Just let it go. You know, if they're unhappy, if they're dissatisfied, that's on them. But that don't mean you have to feel that way. You just go ahead and fill your life and be happy. There's so many sad people out here. Just, you know, sometimes I just listen to the news, and it seems like now, so I don't know whether it's because I've gotten older or anything, you know, because in another year I'll be 70 years old. And I don't know whether it's just that or what. It's just, they seem like people are doing more hurting kids and doing more spiteful things to each other. Now they want to kill it. You make me mad, I'll go in there, shoot up the classroom, shoot the teacher, and the kids in the room I don't like, all kinds of shit like that. Come on, is that? You want to end your life? Well, You end your life, but you don't take other people with you. How you think God gonna look at you? You taking people's life and then you gonna take your own. And you stand up there with 6 or 7 other souls on the sideline that you done did something to, and you want God to forgive you. Come on with that. Well, I mean, what do you think he is? You know, I mean, everything gets blamed on him, so naturally it's his fault anyhow. You know, because that's why everybody always blame him. They don't blame themselves. They don't see things that way. But, stop worrying about it. Go ahead on.
This last one says, I read that wrong. This last one said, earlier this year, a very close friend of mine stopped talking to me after asking me to do her a favor. She never ended up telling me what it was before she stopped talking to me. She wouldn't respond to any of my calls, text messages, emails, nothing. About 2 months ago, she finally responds to one of my many emails giving me her new number. So I text her, and of course, 24 hours, she never responded to my last text. I refused to chase after her again. With the approach of the new year, I decided to end that chapter with her and really move on. For the last 2 days, I thought about texting her on Christmas and giving her well wishes in a non-confrontational way. Tell her that I'm moving on and putting a final closure on our friendship. However, I just asked myself, for what? She's probably already moved on. What would you advise?
Well, she probably has. So why are you sitting there wearing yourself to death about it? You know, if you don't hear from people in a while, it means that they want to rest from it. You know, so you don't hear nothing from it, just keep on rolling on down the river. You know, life don't wait for you. You got to remember that the sun is going to rise and it's going to set whether you do what you're supposed to do in life or not. This is going to go on every single day until it's over for you or me or whoever. So you just go ahead on. Like, you know, I said so many people are so unhappy. You can't make somebody want you or love you or feel the way about you that you might feel about them. And when you find out that you have feelings for a person like that and they have no intentions of even coming your way, you just bow out and go ahead on about your business. And ask God to send you somebody. Now, he's the best matchmaker in the world. They got these little groups that you can go to and they try to play matchmaker. Some of them are good now. I'm not saying they not, but some of them are good. And there's a lot of them that's just bringing nothing but just a whole lot of shit into your life. But you know, then you take your chance with everything that you do. You take a chance. But when you just think about it, it's just no happy. You say, dang, is there such thing as happiness? Yes, there is such thing as having happiness or having peace or having calm. The closer you get to God, the closer you try to give yourself to other people, or try to helping people out, doing for them. It takes your mind off of the things you do. And let me tell you something. It's time to get out there, you get older like me, take yourself to the little gym, get yourself a little exercise, get yourself a routine or something to do for yourself during the day. And that's what I'm going to do. We're going to see what happens. So mama, see if mama can lose at least 25 or 50 pounds. Now we got to keep checking this out. And because I got to lose this weight. I know I got to lose it. Mm-hmm. And, you know, people like to talk about you, you know. Because they done did a little something, they think you are too. But I'm not no young chicken. But I know that I can do what I got to do. You know. So we're going to see what happens here. And I'm not going to be unhappy about it, not 1 minute. Because I'm a little curious. And because I'm one of the people, if I set my mind to do something, I ain't going to be satisfied unless it get done. You know. So I haven't been really trying to lose nothing. tell you the truth. But we're going to see what happens to Mama. She get all glamorous and all them kind of things, you know. You know, because I know I'm still a looker at it. I ain't look that bad. Hey, when nobody know I was just about 70, though. But I'm tell you, stop being so unhappy because you can't have your way. You know how kids have tantrums and falling out. Okay, that's what the world is doing. Having tantrums and falling out, wanting to blow everything up and chase this one and kill that one. And oh, come on with that crap. Life is for living. That's a gift. Like people laying in the ground rotting and stinking and worms eating their ass up now. You're not doing none of that. You learn how to be happy and satisfied with what you got. And ask God for His forgiveness. And go out there, and if you can hold somebody else's baby or help somebody put a pair of shoes on their baby's feet or a little coat on their baby's back or help them in some kind of way without trying to humiliate them. You know, if you do something, do it because you want to do it. Not because you want to be, you know, the Madam Star of the scene. You know, I gave you this or I gave you that. Come on with that. You know, the world is not set up. The world is not set up for that. And be happy with yourself and do for others. You know, there's so many people that don't have anything. I mean, anything. I sit and I watch sometimes the commercials. And another thing, when you hear the programs that they have for the the soldiers, let me tell you, get into them programs. They gave their life, they gave their arms, they gave their legs, they gave whatever, their face, their skin, every part of their body. Try to keep you satisfied, keep you happy and doing the life that you're used to living over here. Free, that people over there don't live. People over there don't be free and doing nothing. You know, and they went over there to keep it right for us. So let's do something right for them. You know, let's show them that we do care. Let's show them that they matter. You know, because some of them have to go through so much hell when they come back. And then when they come back, they don't know whether to keep going or just to fly away. I say don't fly away. Stay with us. We love you and we appreciate all that you gave us to live in this country that we live in. You know, yeah, a lot of things wrong with it, but a lot of things is wrong over there too. Millions of things that we can't even do. You can't do half the things over there that you can do here. So no place you go to is perfect. But let's say thank you. Let's help them out if we can. So if you have clothing that you can give, if you have food that you can give, if you got that little money that you can give it to them. Help them out. Because they damn sure have kept us free over here. You don't even know what it's really like to have something to wake up and have a damn gun in your face. Somebody sticking a gun in your mouth or gun at your head. You got to walk down the street and dodge bullets. You don't know whether your kids is coming back home today or tonight. You know, thank God we have them.